Hello, Maura. Nice to see you in virtual space. Um, Pencil and paper is fine. I just wanted to encourage you, whatever it takes to get sketches out. Also, the good thing about pencil and paper is it leaves a readily accessible record of your thought process. So hand sketching is great. Take a look at John Rogers in this class and his wireframes, which are similarly sketchy. Oh, this will be a review of 3.3 and 3.2 also. These give me, a decent idea of what's going on here. I'm assuming that this will be a photograph that butts up to the navigation bar and the footer and bleeds left and right. And the logo will be centered with some links on the left, some links on the right. Not sure. It depends on the complexity of your site. Ranging the navigation down the side here vertically is okay if you don't have that many links. But if it is a very deep site, some of this may get truncated, at least in the first browser screen, and may require some scrolling, which, scrolling is inevitable. Scrolling happens, but try to avoid, losing the navigation. Ideally, the navigation should be accessible quickly so that the viewer can exit the page or go elsewhere. These are very similar. By putting the logo on top of the navigation, of course, you push the navigation down into the body of the page, and then all this space, which is valuable screen real estate, really, is wasted, unless you have like a background image and so forth. So, I don't know, I guess I know it's probably the most common arrangement would be to have the navigation at the bar at the top, like you do here. Just a suggestion, this is meant to be peer review, so I don't listen to what I have to say. Okay, I'm going to go into 3.2 next. More, I think I'm looking at week 4, and that's okay. I've been late in getting to this, and so that's fine. I see a lot of good things about it, including a unordered list, which is already, I think, fleshed out to become your has dummy pages to the links. I see that you've used the corporate palette color in the type, and I think this charcoal gray is also from the corporate palette color. So the two objectives of the rubric, which were, or the criteria, were have you added style? Yes. And using the corporate palette color, and or have you uploaded to a web server? And I see that you have met the requirements. Also, in terms of file management, this is really promising. I see that you've got a directory for the class and a subdirectory for the module. So this way, let me see, what does module 4 look like? Oh, wow, it really is progressing. And you see here you've imported images, you've got a footer. That's great. Wow, you are very far along. And it looks like you've applied formatting to your navigation, to your unordered list, the sitemap. Let me just, out of curiosity, see what that looks like. Type. Oh, and you have an external CSS. Great job. Now, I just wanted to point out, if I haven't already, that your web server is going to put host code. This is a script that makes your page visible. That's something that GeoCities puts on there dynamically. But don't worry about it. Don't be concerned. It's just, part of, nothing's for free, right? Here's another line that GeoCities puts on your page. And you can't really get rid of it, but try not to copy and paste it. I see that happening several times. So hopefully you understand the idea of inline styles versus external styles. Well, clearly you do. But there's occasion to use all three types of styling. Embedded, inline, and external. Good job. Mara, this is successful. You have both a visual sitemap, and I think it's pretty clear to understand. You've given the virtual names, but you've also given the name of your HTML files. So it shows me that you understand it well, that you understand these tree-like structures, web structures. You also have a coded sitemap, which is an unordered list. Great. And this, I see, has become your navigation in week 4. So you've proceeded methodically, step by step. I see that you have a file management structure on your computer. You've got a folder named Module 3. You've named it properly, no word spaces, that's great. You've got an image folder, and let's see, what do you think you might put in the media folder? I suggested you put all pages except index in there, but you can get it to work without doing that. Then I see that it looks very similar in GeoCities. So it looks like you understand that your file structure on the web server has to match your file structure on your working documents on your computer. That's great. So Maura, it looks like you're headed in the right direction here, and so I'll probably cut this short. But thorough, well thought out submissions, and I appreciate that you collected your screenshots and labeled them too. It makes it very easy for me to review them. Good job.